All right. So this
And
part,
we're back.
well, only if you knew we left.
Yeah.
Because we'll edit all this shit out.
So pretty much what you were saying though during our commercial break was that we're pretty much gonna be doing this shooting on Tuesdays, having everything edited, fixed up whenever by Sunday, have it up and for people
Sunday's
to view.
my deadline for myself, me personally, for editing.
Well, I'm
So at
yeah.
least
So
upload
like,
by Monday.
so that way people kind of can know what to expect, when to keep watching or look
Yeah.
for the new ones.
Yeah, I'm really going to push if we could do 4 a month.
Yeah.
Every Sunday come out with a
that
new
would.
show.
Yeah.
Well, because that would be nice if we're shooting at least like every Tuesday or so. Definitely our last day off, and then
Well,
go
the
back
shop
and
being
working
closed,
tomorrow.
And if we ain't got an appointment, like Al has to go up here in a little bit before. So we have 7 minutes to finish this up.
Yeah. Okay.
So I want to jump into a Q&A with you guys. So we did touch base a little bit on how long, but I would like to get a little input of who you are. Even though I know as your dad and co-worker, you know.
You're my what?
I'm your father. All right, so Q&A, let's go into how long. How long have you been tattooing, Trav?
I have been tattooing for 8 years. I don't know.
So how'd you get into it?
Yeah, I got into it because pretty much growing up in I guess Dreamweaver, your tattoo studio back in 19.
What's your origin story, Trav?
Origin. Yeah. Do you want the whole thing or?
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
Like,
I mean, for me, I know, but for these guys, I
yeah.
would like them
Well,
to know.
I didn't know if I'm just gonna kind of cut in and out. We got 7 minutes trying to cover everything,
well, I'm
but
jump in.
yeah. So pretty much growing up in the tattoo studio with you and stuff, watching you tattoo and the friends and everything that was working with you and hanging out there kind of really inspired me. Growing up reading the magazines, I seen a lot of great artists. Like I used to look and be inspired by like Paul Booth and Judy Parker and all those people that were in the magazines back in the 90s. Even before then, I'd be scrolling through.
You guys were young coming in the shop
Yeah.
when we had Dreamweaver and stuff.
Yeah, so
coming in,
like I'd look through a bunch of magazines and then I'd be like, oh my God, there's titties there.
I try to influence you guys as early as I fucking
So
could.
so maybe that's why I got a porn addiction. If you want. I was scarred really
That
young.
explains a lot.
So yeah, after that, and I've always wanted to draw, and I liked doing art and stuff. I've never had an art class in school, so it was just always self-taught. I just kept practicing, and yeah, I knew one day. Yeah, everybody was always, they knew what I was gonna do throughout school, so they'd have me draw for them, and that's how I passed some of my classes, like in history and stuff. I wasn't that great, but like he'd have me draw stuff.
I'd go to his class. He's like, "Hey, your brother draw shit for me. You draw shit." I'm like, "Nah."
Yeah. Well, hey, I needed the grades, so yeah, I did that stuff for a while, and then I finally turned 17, and I was able to quit school and stuff. Well, I started traveling when I was 16 out to California. Yeah, so while I was trying to do my apprenticeship, while I was doing that and learning to tattoo, and
So you feel 8 years solid as after your apprenticeship? Or 8 years? Well,
pretty
you said
much
11 total.
Well, while I was in California, as soon as my apprenticeship was done and I got my license for in California, I ended up getting this chick knocked up while I was out there. So I was like,
we all do that.
yeah. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'm going back home. I started working in a couple of tattoo studios. I was 18, and that's pretty much where I took off from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just working around and stuff, and then working on our studio, and so it's just kind of progressed from there.
At that point, though, how long have you been tattooing out? Because you come in with us.
2012, I started my apprenticeship. So like 7 years apprenticeship, 6 years on the floor, pretty much.
Yeah.
Started doing free tattoos.
Well, with
on
you guys
friends
being
and
my
stuff.
kids, we kind of sped up
Hey, yeah.
Took all the bullshit out.
Where'd you get that enthusiasm at? Did you buy that shit at Walmart? Come
Yeah,
on, be excited.
along with my pink shirt.
Yeah.
But
I promised myself I'd work that in there. Maybe a little off key, but still.
I just feel with it being a family business, you guys were accelerated more than I was.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
With anyone else, make them wait the 2 years definitely before putting them on the floor. But it's not like I was making money or charging anyone. It was, I had like 3 people I tattooed.
Yeah.
Like close friends I grew up with. It was you guys, and I was always supervised
Yeah.
out of everything. If I fucked up, you guys was there to help me get through shit.
But my drive for me as a dad was to push you guys. Like, man, I wanted this family idea. I wanted us to have security and be able to count on each other.
Well, that, and when you pretty much start having kids, you get that push that you're gonna have to do something.
When you're the breadwinner, you gotta win that bread.
Yeah, and this means a lot more is having a business and all this than
I kind of look
being
at
stuck being a fucking Walmart receipt checker. It's some dumb shit.
That's a story for another time.
Besides doggy style, Travis. Well, let's start with that. We started how long?
Okay, yeah, let's
do this
let's go with
that.
Al.
Besides doggy style, what is your favorite style but in tattooing?
Missionary.
Yeah.
Oh,
Missionary
tattooing? Yeah, I like to look them dead in the fucking eyes.
Say my name, bitch.
Yeah. Pretty much neo-traditional.
Like that's what you want to push your work, your
holds,
direction of work.
definitely.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm asking is like your style isn't like, well, I'm stuck doing this a lot. I think style is what would you like to push more? Because really we do whatever the fuck comes in. We take whatever comes in. We try to influence our style into that. But if you had a choice and that's what it was, what do you feel?
Neo-traditional,
Like
probably.
100%.
I feel that
bold
that's
black lines,
strong
some
area.
accents
a
here
little bit more
there,
colorful.
And plus, there was a lot of stuff they couldn't
It's not
use
traditional. It's not
in
new school.
It's traditional rules.
With new school,
Yeah.
But I'm saying
some
I ain't a
newer
new school
colors.
artist. I'd love
Yeah.
to be a new school artist. I need to get more on the bandwagon with that because I love it. Just because I grew up watching cartoons and shit. New school reminds me of the goofy cartoons.
Well, even seeing a lot of your stuff, like it puts me in the mindset of it being neo-tradition, new school. Really, if you go too far with it, you're just doing graffiti.
They're almost
Yeah.
all the same. I mean, there's just the hairs of difference of
that
rules
changes.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, so
So, Trav, what do you feel your styles are?
I love photorealism. That is everything I do. I love to push that as far as I can. Even if I do have to pick up a couple of neo-traditional style, but I still try to push it in that photorealism.
Well, what I would like is each of us to really find our little niche of happiness. And like you just said, well, sometimes I do it. Sometimes if I got to pay the rent, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, because those infinity signs add up after a while.
Yeah, $10, $100 bills.
But you still put
$1,000,
your
so.
100% into it. Even if it's
Yeah,
a little tattoo,
yeah.
you treat it like a big tattoo.
But where I'd like to go is, even by talking to people on here, it's like to find like Trav likes realism. That's where he does his best work. I mean, his realism stuff, even when people ask me, I'm like, you gotta get with Trav. I can photocopy some shit and do some shit, and if it ain't in the picture, it ain't gonna be in the fucking tattoo.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just a street shop. I started out in street shops, so for me, it was like, whatever walked through the door, you should be able to do application. If they can get the reference or you get the reference, well, fuck all, you should be able to tattoo it.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I wanted to get into more customized stuff, not, we'll Flash kind of step back in a lot of shops if it was a street shop, but the custom shops is where you had to have some drawing skill or photoshopping skill or something to give these clients way more than what I could even draw. I could tattoo it, but I probably couldn't draw it with a pencil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with that, I kind of felt like styles changed. But for me, I like doing a lot of biomechanics. Like that's where, for me, it's just more organic or it's more abstract even. I'm definitely wanting to push more of my biomechanic stuff. But I mean, I try to dabble in some realism.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
what's
I would
what's
like
your
that for-
favorite though? 'Cause
Really,
Dude,
I like new school.
yeah.
But for me, I just want to, for me personally, being that I'm trying to push where you guys are doing what you want to do. Where, you know, I'll take this shit you don't. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been in the trenches long enough that I don't pass up shit.
Yeah.
But at the same turn, I would like to pass up things because I just feel you guys would do a better job in that genre for yourself and a better tattoo for the customer. So I'm an old dog learning new tricks. You guys are coming up through and mastering what you're the most comfortable with and still being well-rounded.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess that's the biggest thing is just trying to stay well-rounded. We pretty much do whatever that comes in. These are just, so don't think that we won't do your tattoo just because.
All right, so let me jump in here real quick. Travis, what's the best way to get an appointment with you?
For me, I do a lot, but my schedule usually has me jumping around. Usually I'm booked. I at least like to book at least a week ahead of time.
Yeah.
So usually if I do, some people hit me up on Facebook or messagings and wanting to set something up. A lot of the times I can speak to them through there, try to find out. If not, like I'll even have them come in on the days that I'm working, which is mostly, like I said, I'm booked at least a week ahead of time. So I'll have them come in that week, and then I can even book them for the following week.
Yeah. So it's basically touching base with you.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel the same way? Like the best way to get a hold of you, not like www.alexisawesome.com.
I feel Facebook, mostly Facebook Messenger. Message me personally is the best way to get a hold of me. But if you message the shop,
well, the way we've been
we can
doing
relay
it, you guys
messages,
been
or I'll
working,
see it, or
yeah, you've
whatever.
been working a lot by appointments.
Yeah.
Both of
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
so
your
that's-
personal life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, usually appointments are the best way because can't always guarantee you're going to get a spot when you walk in. And
Well, I've been trying to keep with the walk-ins, but I think if I do go on the road or make Pittsburgh things, we might have to go back to appointment. Like,
yeah,
you know how to get a hold of us. You're cool. You know what I mean?
yeah, because like we tell people that do walk in and want to try to just do a walk-in, we can't always guarantee them a spot because we do have people that are booking appointments, and usually they're the ones that come first because they have deposits down. They already came in. Yeah, they came in a month ago. They already talked to us. Yeah, because I get a couple of people that are like, oh, well, hey, I want to set something up. And I'm like, hey, I'm booking for next month.
They'll
and
message you on Thursday
Yeah.
and be like, can I come in Saturday?
Yeah, well, then a month goes
What,
by.
next month, Saturday?
Yeah, so a month goes by and they hit me up again and they're like, hey, I want to see about booking an appointment. I'm like, well, I'm booking for next month now. And they're like, you said that last month.
Yeah.
You didn't do nothing last
schedules, we
month.
only
Yeah,
have so
like
much
I
time
can't,
to work
I
in
can't
the
sit
shop,
and wait
work
on
in the
them. So
Yeah.
So, Alex, where do you see tattooing going?
Robots.
Robots.
Robots, fucking robots.
That's a good answer. Robots.
yeah, that's
Robots.
nice.
Well, somebody did say there's a robotic arm that, you know,
Yeah.
Tattoos. but until the people
Basically the
move-
same idea of
Yeah.
3D printing. They're trying to attach
Automate
tattoo shit to
everything.
it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever you 3D print, that's gonna stay there. The arm that you're tattooing or the leg or whatever,
Can
that's
rotate,
nerves
move,
moving,
anything like
everything.
that.
I
So
still
it's-
think there's got to be a human interface in there somewhere,
Yeah.
controlling the delicacy. If that was, so why not just pick up the fucking machine?
Yeah,
So-
until it becomes
So-
laser scanned onto your skin, I feel there's always going to be human interaction to it.
Yeah. Like, if it was just a bunch of machines kicking out burgers, you'd be like, nah, fuck that. But if
Yeah.
it was Gordon
Yeah.
Ramsay
more
hand making a
impersonal,
fucking
yeah.
burger, it's gonna be way better than
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
shit being
So
kicked out.
All right, so coils or rotary? Or both? Do you use both?
I'm a traitor to the masturbator. Like, yeah. So I like rotaries. They're definitely.
Okay.
I'm on the same boat with
wait,
ya.
traitor to a vibrator.
Yeah.
yeah, not masturbator. That's
Something else.
That's different.
that's my other name for my porn stuff.
So,
I'm pretty-
Alex, coils or rotary?
Rotary also. Just because, I mean, like, I like being traditional with tattooing and staying true to it and stuff like that. But in today's day and age, if you're doing fucking 4 tattoos in one day and your coil machine starts fucking up, it's like a guitar. You play the shit out of that guitar, you're gonna have to tune that guitar again.
All day.
Yeah.
So it's just takes more time, especially if you're in a rush. You got to break down, step back up. You got to do your stencils,
The
and
only
million
thing-
other things. It's just a bit of a hassle.
Well, that's though it's nice to know that stuff, how to use it,
Yeah,
how to
because
do it.
What if they're just like, hey, you can't use these shits no more because something's wrong
Yeah.
with them? That
Well, because
whatever.
there's always gonna be a time. Like rotaries seemed like they were
Well, they
still.
advanced.
Yeah.
Rotaries have
'Cause
advanced.
I would say, what rotaries might have still been around the same time that. What was it? Thomas
The first
Edison that
tattoo
did.
machine is a rotary.
Well, he did the stippling pen.
But yeah,
Yeah.
my point is.
But
it
the
wasn't-
idea,
it wasn't a
even in
doorbell.
prison, like the people that can't get coil machines,
They
they're
get rotary.
they're making rotary machines in prison. So, and that's
So-
kind of how I picked it up. I'm
Yeah,
like, hey, I can
rotary.
do that.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like with coils, I grew up on coils. I built coil machines. I got published in that book with Handmade for doing handmade tattoo machines.
Yeah.
But I am a fucking traitor, I feel
Yeah.
right now. Like,
But-
Well,
as much as I want to say loyal to the coil,
I
Traitor-
feel
I'm
an
like-
apprenticeship coming up in
Traitor
the
to
game.
the
You
vibrator.
should tattoo with a coil. If you're doing your apprenticeship and shit, you should
Yeah.
learn.
Well,
with a
I
coil.
think
You
that
should
builds
learn a
up
true
your-
machine.
that builds up your hand strength,
Strength
too.
and everything. Yeah, the weight of the
yeah.
machine, anything.
I think the aspect though too is I can appreciate a really well built coil machine.
Oh,
The
yeah.
time that it
'Cause
takes
that's
to actually
hand-built,
make
too.
that
Yeah.
compared
Instead
to
of a rotary
these.
being kicked out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
They're all
everything's
made the
mass
same.
produced
Mhm.
now,
Yeah.
so I can really appreciate the craftsmanship
Both
of
them.
it. Yeah.
You know, rotaries are just more convenient. Works
I
what you need,
respect the
everything you
coils.
need. Don't need 2 different machines.
I respect the coils because of the industry.
Yeah.
I love coils. I know what it takes to make a coil.
Just like traditional tattooing, you have to have respect for it.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, the advancement of tattooing, like the way I can just switch out the cartridges.
Yeah.
I have one machine and I switch out from liner to shader to
Yeah.
mag to curve mag.
different.
And yeah, and I ain't gotta have 4 or 5 machines set up at once. I'm doing it with one machine. You know, when I travel,
That's the nice.
my
thing.
cases are lighter.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
light on your hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Getting old, man.
I'm
Yeah.
getting old. My wrists
Having
are hurting.
strokes and
Yeah.
shit.
Well, it's just my face. You know?
He's like, just my dick, just strokes to my dick.
So.
The one that sags.
So yeah, definitely. I'd have to say there's great aspects to
Both
both of them,
Yes.
Yeah.
but yeah, for what we
Alright.
prefer.
So, black and gray or color tattoo? If you had a choice, what is your favorite, or hands down, or both? Do you like doing both?
Yeah.
I love color. It just doesn't hold, but I love the look of color. I love color on
Color
it.
holds
Yeah,
with
you don't.
proper.
Yours don't look like
Yes.
spilt Kool-Aid
Yeah.
like everyone else
Well,
thinks. They're
it's
like, I just don't
saturation.
hold color, and I'm like, well, you got tattooed by
Yeah,
like
you
somebody
saturated.
else. Yeah,
Yeah.
your
With
shit's gonna
color
fall
color.
out. Like
yeah.
that's
But I'm just saying, over the years, especially with like realism
So,
portraits
well, I
and
think-
stuff,
yeah.
like, I'd rather choose black and gray
Yeah,
or something like
well-
that. Black and gray looks sleek, it's nice, but again, prison tats. That's what
Yeah.
everyone thinks of when they see black and gray.
well, not really.
not
Black
now,
and
not
gray,
now,
even
not
still,
now.
the aspect
Yeah.
of black
Yeah.
and gray.
If it's done
It does
right.
look more appealing for being more photorealistic. Because with what I do, I like pushing black and gray. And really, when I started, I didn't like doing black and gray. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of these people that I was working with around here, they only do black and gray. And I'm like, why, man? Do color.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
color is
they
something
can't
that you
saturate or
could
something
really...
like that. Color's
Yeah.
hard. It's harder than black and gray. Black and gray, I feel, is way,
It's
way
more
easier.
poppy, more vibrant. A lot of people don't like the vibrancy, but you can always use more natural
Well,
tone
yeah, tone
colors.
down, tone down.
Yeah.
The colors that they have now, like we seen a video yesterday, dude just said like you get every fucking color imaginable.
Yeah.
If not, you can mix it together.
My
Yeah.
friends used to bust ass on me because I always wanted to get the brightest colors.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, Randy, you always pull the brightest colors out of the box. I'm like, well, no one's paying me to get dull ass shit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always want that bright color. Some
But
of
it's
it
good
that
to
I
have both.
found, some of the
colors
brightest
with bright
colors,
colors.
like fusion, the atomic yellows, and just the orange is amazingly
Mhm.
bright. And
Looks
But
good
yeah,
on the
so like
skin.
I
don't
like
know, I have to say, plug Intense Mario Barth is fucking pretty dope.
Is
yeah
it Mario
yeah
Barth?
well
I thought it was just Mario Blue.
Well, no, the Mario Barth
yeah
is
his name's Barth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I was like, what is
Yeah.
Mario Blue?
He's like, who the fuck's Mario?
Who the fuck throws up blue shit?
Nuh-uh, Mario was fucking red, Luigi was green.
Yeah.
But I think, me personally, I like doing black and gray. If I had a choice where customers like, hey, I always introduce the black and gray first. Color would be the next step because
Yeah.
line, shade, color. You know what I mean? If you decide black and gray, get it black and gray. Later, if you get color. But the way I apply it, if I do gray wash, I definitely use a different mix than if I'm doing a black and gray, or excuse me, if I do color. So like if I do color, I shade it with a different wash of black than if I do a black and gray where I'm actually doing tones of gray, like you know what I mean, like different variations.
Well,
of
though,
gray.
even too, black and gray kind of throws me off. There's so many different ideas of what black and gray is. Some people use dot work as their black and gray, and they just use straight black, and they'll feather it out.
Yeah.
And then there's gray wash, which is like just
A lot
black
better, I
with, black with some water. And then you still have your aspect of black and gray, which is a variety of grays. Well, I ended up starting mixing my black and gray with gray wash. Like, I'll use watered down black and mix in my whites and make it a gray wash.
Get different tones.
Yeah, so it's like black and gray wash.
You do the skull and stone cross. You don't want it to be the same variant.
tones of
and
gray.
stuff,
Yeah. So you're
like a
trying
tattoo I seen yesterday, it was just black, solid black, just everything black, shaded
like
It
crazy.
looked like spilt peppered and shit.
Yeah,
Like, didn't
for
think
sure.
of gray or highlights or nothing, just black.
Well,
shadow.
I think this was a good first show. I think
Yeah.
this was it. This is our exit. We're gonna work our way off today's show.
It's
Get
fun.
this all edited for everybody. Put
Alright,
it back
yeah.
together and have it out by Sunday. So I would like to plug our website, www.deshong.us. And if you have any questions, would like to see our work, we're trying to put our best work on there. It is a work in progress. It's always evolving. And our shop info is we're at 600 Washington Street, rear entrance. We used to be in the front of the building for 5 years. Now we're on the back side of the building, and I don't have a card. Do you know the phone number offhand, Trav? 814-907-6191.
Yeah, apparently that- Yeah.
I was going to pull a card out of my pocket.
Yeah, well,
and say that.
it's pretty bad that we don't remember our own
I don't
phone number.
call
Yeah,
us.
I don't either, but still.
Al saves the day with the card here. So just to double check, it is 814-907-6191. We're doing Wednesday through Sunday, 2 to 8 p.m. for walk-ins or consultations. We do pierce. I brought piercing back in while I was away in Hanover. I haven't been piercing, but I've been slowly investing into more and more tools and more jewelry. So we're doing that on real walk-ins. If you come in, do the consult, and sit down your 60, you can pick an appointment with Trav or Alex when they're able to come in. So as for today, I think this was a wrap. This is a good show. It's our intro pilot.
Yeah.
So
Just
every
something you
Sunday.
listen to on the way home or at your job or
Yeah, because I
in
haven't
the house.
decided
Yeah.
we're gonna look into podcasting, like how to
It's
get us as a podcast.
yeah.
Andrea said she'd help us with that, with Andrea
Yeah.
Glidden with her show. So shout out to Andrea, helping us out and guiding us on this whole new journey.
Yeah,
Make it
yeah,
part of your
definitely.
life for one day out of the week.
Yeah, totally listen
Come
to
hang
us.
out with us.
For
Bullshit.
sure. And I can't wait till we do start bringing our customers in, the ones that we really appreciate that they've been getting some really cool work that we can take some time, interview, and show off their stuff.
Yeah, that's what I really can't wait to see how far this can expand, what we can do with it, and hey, maybe we'll become famous someday. So,
Well, it ain't just about us. It's
Yeah,
about
well-
all of us. You know what I mean? So,
well, yeah,
DeShong.us, bitches.
all right.
Later.
Thank
Out.
you. Good night.
Fuck off.